Hey folks, it's Dr. Brenda, money coach and the creator of the Gutsy Women Club, where women dare to dream and take bold actions to follow their heart's journey. So, as I think you figured out by now, I'm living and working full time in my RV, and I wanted to talk a bit about the working end of things, but also the multi-dimensionality of me and of most people. So, this is the way my week went. I have been writing off and on really short little stories based on my experiences, and then I have a little prompt, to get you to think about things. And as part of the Gutsy Women Club, I send them out every Sunday. I call them Sunday Gems, just short little stories. And so I thought, it'd be nice if I just compiled. I've got 20 of them that I feel pretty comfortable with. I'll just stick them in a Kindle book, and I make it available. So I had a free promotion. It's free for 5 days, and I'd love to make it free all the time, but Amazon requires you to put a price on it, 99 cents. So I thought, okay, it just gives people a sense of who I am, but more importantly, if they read these stories, hopefully they'll start their week in a more positive manner. So that's one thing I did. The second thing, as part of the Gutsy Women Club, is I had a miracle morning workshop, and I've talked about the miracle morning before, and so this was, try to help people create their own really powerful morning schedule that sort of sets their day and gets them going more productive, more positive. So I did that, and then the third thing, and this will show you how I jump from here to there. The third thing I did is, so I also have my coaching business, financial coaching business, and I have my financial freedom online courses at Dream Big Money Academy. So I had a workshop on how I went from poor to millionaire and the 3 secrets I learned along the way. So you can see I've jumped from one thing to another. As somebody who is working full-time in her RV, I have to make some money. Now, part of that is promoting what I'm doing, but also with the coaching, I have to show you that I've done it myself. Like, you're not going to sign up at a gym when you find out your fitness trainer is, 500 pounds and can barely walk down the street. That's not who you want for a coach. And I want you to know who you would be getting for a coach too. So I'm there to share my story. So those 3 things worked on the Sunday Gems, Miracle Morning Workshop, and my Millionaire Workshop. So yeah, it was pretty crazy week, and I did 3 Gutsy Women interviews in between all that. So indulge me for a bit, because I'm going to read one of my short stories from my Sunday Gems sampler book. It's called The Turkey Roasters, and great timing since Thanksgiving is right around the corner. The Turkey Roasters. 3 turkey roasters. How did this happen? I made turkey once or twice a year. Each roaster was hidden in the back of my kitchen cupboards, far away from sight. Only when it was time to clear up my house to prepare it for sale did I find my stash. Good grief. An odd thing happened when I was getting rid of my belongings and downsizing to an RV. I felt a sense of relief on trash days. I felt high donating my stuff. I smiled when I gave things away. I did a little dance when the room was empty. How was it that I can be more fulfilled with less stuff? After months on the road, I reflected on my journey, and I concluded that my belongings were trappings. They may have brought some convenience and temporary happiness to my life, but without them, I began to look inward for inspiration and joy. No longer did I define myself by what I did and what I owned. Instead, I focused on who I am and who I am becoming, and allowed myself the time and energy to grow into a beautiful human being. How can you grow into the person you want to be? Okay, so that is one of my stories from the Sunday Gems. So this morning, I got up and I went on Amazon, and I found somebody had reviewed, Horse Lady to be exact, had reviewed my little Sunday Gems. And she wrote, "She keeps talking about how much money she has. The author seems rather shallow. Turned me off. Didn't get inspiration." So, as someone who is working hard to promote my stuff, um, you get a bad review on Amazon and that's all there is. That's the end of the game for you. So it's to me it's very disappointing. But here's what Horse Lady did. And if you're out there, just it's fine. I'm doing all of these different pieces. I have all these different facets of my life. I am very multidimensional. I'm not just about personal finance. I'm about personal growth. I'm about dream chasing. And that means I don't fit into a box. So I'm sure that this person saw me all week, promoting, come on, I got some tickets left for my workshop, how I went from poor to be a millionaire. And I don't do that to brag. I do that to give you an example, to be a guide to other women out there who are like me. Maybe you're single moms and you're tired of being poor. I want to be that example. But that's what she took. And instead of reviewing the content of the Sunday Gems, which she probably didn't read, she reviewed me and my approach and something else that I do that's entirely different. And I began to think about that because, we've just had a crazy presidential election, and it's so easy to judge people by one thing. In this climate, judge you by who you voted for. If you voted, and we're trying to create a more unified country. And I was thinking about this because, I've got my beliefs. I believe in social justice. If somebody spews racism, sexism, ageism, classism at me, I spew it back. I believe in science and facts over conspiracies and lies, so I have my values. Absolutely, I have my values. And that's what's out there. I'm not here for a popularity contest. Um, but I also realized that this individual was, and this has happened twice now. When I put myself out there, some people are going to hate me, and that's okay. I'm not there so everybody likes me, but some of you are going to connect with me. So this has happened twice on Facebook. The first time, I had a before and after photo of basically how much weight I had lost in just a couple of 3 or 4 months from moving to the house to the RV. And someone took issue with the fact that I was wearing a mask and tried to shame me for wearing a mask. And now this individual took Sunday Gems, which are standalone little inspirational stories, and instead of going down into that road, she critiqued me on something entirely different. The fact that I do talk about money. I'm a financial coach. I'm going to talk about money. So I don't even know what to say about all this, but be cautious. You judge something based on the content. Don't judge something and, give bad reviews and really, try to take down somebody's business because you don't like the fact that they're a financial coach and talk about money. And let's talk about that a little bit more. There was a survey once, and I can't remember where I saw this, but it's like, okay, let's say you're in a line and there's a stranger there. Would you rather talk about sex or would you rather talk about money? And guess what most people said? They'd rather talk to a stranger about sex than about money. I mean, money is this huge, huge secret. And that's why so many people are living month to month or barely at all, because we don't learn it. Very few of us have a formal education on personal finances. And then when things happen, we're told it's all of our fault. It's because we don't know what we're doing. Well, we don't know what we're doing because people don't talk about it. And so I want to take that top secret cover off of personal finances. I posted in my Facebook group about, what was your biggest financial mistake? We've all make mistakes. That's the only thing that we can do to kind of move ahead. But I want to sort of accelerate people's journeys and okay, there's a pretty basic formula to financial freedom, and I'm going to give it to you and I'm going to lead you on it. And I'm not ashamed of doing that, and I'm not ashamed of the fact that I've worked my damn ass off for 20 years and saved money to get to the point where I can now chase after my dreams. Because again, it's all about chasing after your dreams. So anyway, just please realize that most of us are not about one thing. it would be easier on my business if I were one thing. If I just gave you stock tips, you'd know where to go and I'd have my folks. I'm not about one thing. That's not who I am. I'm very creative and I do this, 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 and this, and that's what makes me happy. So understand that you may not like, you may hate my politics, and I know some of you do. You may love my politics. That's great, but I will speak out against racism. I will speak out when I see hatred and violence. I will speak out when I see women being put down. I will speak out when I see ageism. I mean, so that's what you're going to get. And I make no bones about it. I'm honest. I'm authentic. Horse lady, I'm not shallow. So, and those types of reviews, again, you may not like my stuff. Review me based on what you're reading. Don't review me because I voted for a certain candidate. Don't review me because I've talked about money and you think money should be a secret. Review me because of what I've written. Either it gives you some inspiration or it doesn't, or don't, but just don't do that. Don't try to bring somebody down and shame them or jeopardize their ability to earn an income and to reach people because you don't like something else about them. So that's it. It is Sunday morning here, and I am going to take myself into San Antonio. Those of you who know me personally, you know what I'm after. I'm after the mug that changed my life. Okay, so it broke several years ago, and I had bought it in San Antonio, so I'm going to see if I can find a replacement. So I have a mission, and the mug story is, you know, that's a whole nother thing. So those of you, my good buddies, you know what I'm talking about. So I hope you have a really good day, and again, please subscribe, and if you could do anything, just think twice before you review someone's work without really focusing on the content of that work. That's all I ask. Okay, you have a good day. You take care. Bye-bye.